My name is Jessica Steinhauser and I build Kachelofen, which are known as Masonry heaters here in Guelph. They didn't have a lot of wood in Europe, and Frederick the Great apparently put a call for competition to have oven builders come up with a design that uses least amount of wood. So this is the whole thing about these ovens. They use least amount of wood and radiate up to 8 or 9 or 10, 12 hours on 5 split logs, 1 fire a day. So there's a lot of physics in it, calculations, and these have been passed down. Growing up in Germany, of course, we have Kachelofen everywhere. We had one in our house, and I just was fascinated by its functionality, and in the sense that it is beautiful and it can heat your home. And I always thought that after my apprenticeship, I would, end up making Kachelofen. But then I came to Canada, and so that had to rest for a while. I was 22 years old. I wanted to build these stoves, and I'm waiting for customers. There's no customers, there's no market, there's nobody who knows them, there's nobody who can install them. My first customer here in Guelph heard me talk about this 25 years ago, that's what I really want to do. In Germany, if I was to go to the supplier and say, hey, I want to build a Kachelofen, which clay do I have? They would have a selection of saying, hey, this clay, this clay. 7 years ago, I went to my supplier and says, I thought, oh, clay that comes close is hand-building clay. I used it, and 50% of my pieces cracked in the second firing. And so then I realized I need to get it mixed specially. So I have a fantastic supplier who mixes me batches. I have to get 30 boxes at a time. It's a big cost, but it's been working fine so far. I'm adjusting to not having Kachelofen suppliers for pottery or even for installing ovens. We don't all have the materials here in North America for that as well. And I had to figure that one out. It's two components. In Germany, it's two separate apprenticeships. You have the Kachelofen maker, like the person, the potter. That's one separate thing. And then you have the Hafner oven installer, separate apprenticeship. They are all trained in heating and fire and like all the specifics about installing a Kachelofen, all the specs. Years ago, when I first thought of building a Kachelofen or working on it, I think, okay, look in the yellow pages for oven installer. There's none. I now work with a guy from Austria, and we have installed 8 ovens together, and we have a great working relationship. First one is here in Guelph. It's a customer of mine that I've known for 20 years, and he was the one that trusted me to pull this off. Next one is in Toronto. I built this huge blue cobalt Kachelofen for this client who wanted 2 ovens. Actually, originally he wanted 4, and I was like, no way. I've been trying so hard now to sell 1 oven, and he wants 4. His red oven is his favorite. He cooks on it almost every day in the winter. He claims that his water boils faster than on his 2 commercial gas stoves that he has in his kitchen. The next one was Santa Fe, New Mexico. I built a round green stove This comes after the woman saw on my website the green round one that I built in the gallery. And that was really nerve-wracking. I've never shipped anything anywhere, and trying to ship all these pieces was was stressful, but it all arrived. In Scotland, I built this oven with the owner for an eco-friendly house. So this is a stove that heats 3 rooms with 1 fire. We had a couple emails, and he hired me on the 3rd email. He thought if Maria and I would be willing to come to Scotland. It's like, sure. Now that we've been to Santa Fe, we can go anywhere. I guess driven by trying to show all of North America about these ovens, I'm going the route that I know, and that would be exhibitions. So then people will see it and see the possibilities that a Kachelofen can be, as it was in the castles in Europe, like a piece of art. For me to create this oval canvas for Rhine was just awesome. To be honest, if I had stayed in Germany, I don't think I would be building the Kachelofens I'm building now. I would have been very influenced by what's going on in Germany, and for most of all, what Germans would want. And the Kachelofens that are now built in Germany is not what I would want to build. The most challenging thing for me was to balance making mugs and bowls to pay the bills and have a brain for all this. The thinking that goes into one of these ovens is immense. But to come in and not have shop hours and not worry about orders and just focus on this is actually very liberating. To have a brain now just for ovens and dreaming about the next one.